Hey everyone! Football News Channel is back with another roundup of the hottest news from the world of football. Don't forget to hit the like button under this video, and let's get the show on the pitch. Cole Palmer has renewed his contract with Chelsea until the summer of 2033. When the agreement expires, he will be 31 years old. RB Leipzig have acquired Club Brugge winger Antonio Nusa for 21 million euros. Olympique Marseille have announced the acquisition of Arsenal's top goal scorer Eli Wahi. The transfer fee was worth 25 million euros. Right back Julian Araujo has moved from Barcelona to Bournemouth. The transfer fee amounted to 10 million euros. Wojciech Szczesny has decided to terminate his contract with Juventus by mutual consent, becoming a free agent, and does not rule out the option of retiring from professional football this summer. Villarreal has signed Spain striker Ayoze Perez from Real Betis for 4 million euros. The player penned a 4-year contract. Despite interest from Atletico and West Ham United, N'Golo Kanté will stay at Al Ittihad. The club has no intention of selling him. Porto have made an offer to PSG regarding the return of Danilo Pereira. The French side is asking for 10 million euros. AS Monaco have recruited Borussia Dortmund's young forward Paris Brunner and immediately sent him on loan to Cercle Brugge. Barcelona have completely excluded the possibility of lending Juventus winger Federico Chiesa. Everton have offered Barcelona 25 million euros plus bonuses for Vitor Roque. The Catalans have rejected the Toffees' approach, but talks are ongoing. Fenerbahce and Turkey left back Ferdi Kadioglu is set to join Brighton Hove Albion. The player is scheduled to fly to England today. After the deal for Karim Adeyemi fell through, Juventus have turned their attention to Sporting winger Marcus Edwards. The agreement over Marco Brescianini's move to Napoli from Frosinone has collapsed. The midfielder will go to Atalanta instead. West Ham United have announced the transfer of Aaron Wan-Bissaka from Manchester United for 15 million euros. The right-back inked a 7-year contract with the club. Man United left-back Luke Shaw will miss the opening matches of the new Premier League season due to a calf injury sustained at the start of pre-season training. Real Madrid goalkeeper Andrei Lunin has decided to stay with the team for the next season, but he has not yet accepted the offer of a contract extension. Robert Lewandowski and Ilkay Gündoğan picked up injuries during the clash for the Joan Gamper Trophy against AS Monaco. Their participation in the La Liga opener against Valencia is in doubt. Fenerbahce failed to qualify for the Champions League. Jose Mourinho's team was knocked out to the Europa League by Liga 1 side Lille. Eduardo Camavinga is expected to miss the UEFA Super Cup against Atalanta after injuring his knee during training. Ben Chilwell is currently exploring options to pursue his career at another club. The Blues manager Enzo Maresca is not counting on the left-back. Young PSG striker Cher Endur has joined Besiktas on loan. Borussia Dortmund attacker Youssoufa Moukoko will not join Olympique Marseille this summer. The deal between the clubs has collapsed. Chelsea right winger Noni Madueke could end up at Newcastle United this summer. After signing Neto, the London club is open to let him go. 20-year-old Mainz 05 winger Brian Gruda moves to Brighton Hove Albion for 25 million euros. Here we go! The Premier League has launched a new X account from which they will provide VAR decisions during matches in the 2024-25 season. AC Milan centre-back Pierre Kalulu will move to Juventus. Negotiations are at the final stage. Alright, moving on to the main news of the release. Manchester United have finally announced their double transfer from Bayern Munich. Centre-back Matthijs de Ligt and right-back Noussair Mazraoui have officially moved to Old Trafford. The Red Devils have reportedly paid 45 million euros for de Ligt, while the Moroccan was worth 15 million euros. The Dutch defender penned a 5-year contract, while Mazraoui concluded a 4-year one. The 2024 European champion Aymeric Laporte could still join Real Madrid this summer. Los Blancos are facing big problems in the center of defense and are looking for a new player for this role. That said, the Spanish Giants have 2 conditions for Laporte's arrival. First, he must terminate his contract with Al Nassr. Second, Laporte must cut his current salary, which is around 24 million euros a year. The player is unhappy with the level of football in Saudi Arabia and wants to continue performing in Europe. The ex-Man City man is prioritizing his return to Spain. Manchester City head coach Pep Guardiola is a huge fan of Real Madrid striker Rodrygo's talent. The Spanish manager sees the Brazilian as a perfect replacement for Julian Alvarez, who recently joined Atletico Madrid. The Premier League champions are ready to offer 70 million euros for Rodrygo's services, but at least this summer, the deal is not going to happen since Real Madrid have no intention of selling their ace, and the player himself has no plans to leave his dream club. Still, the situation may change in a year. Manchester United winger Jadon SANCHO could still leave his club this summer. PSG are showing substantial interest in him and are preparing their first bid for the Red Devils. Sancho himself is open to the idea of switching to PSG, wanting to start a new chapter in his career. At the same time, there is a possibility that Manuel Ugarte, the red and blue central midfielder who is targeted by Man Utd, will be included in a deal in order to sell Sancho to PSG. The Uruguayan is not among Luis Enrique's plans, and the club may agree to take such a step. The transfer of Nico Williams has been a very difficult one for Barcelona, though the club is definitely planning to bring a new left winger this summer. Moreover, the Blaugrana have already identified Liverpool's Luis Diaz as a perfect alternative to Williams. To complete his move, the Catalans are ready to pay the same 60 million euros that Williams could have cost them. However, Liverpool intend to ask a higher price for the Colombian. By the way, Diaz has been dreaming of representing Barca since childhood, so it would not be a problem to agree on personal terms. Meanwhile, El Chiringuito notified that Luis Diaz is very close to a 70 million euro switch to Manchester City. This information was denied by Fabrizio Romano later on. A rather strange situation has unfolded between Chelsea and Atletico Madrid. You see, Los Colchoneros have already announced that they have reached an agreement over the transfer of central midfielder Conor Gallagher. But today, the footballer was forced to return to London. During the last 5 days, Gallagher stayed in a hotel in Madrid and trained individually, waiting for Chelsea and Atletico to seal the deal for Samu Omar-Dion. This particular transfer fell through though, and now the London side have shifted their focus to Joao Felix. Consequently, Gallagher will complete his departure to the Indians' camp only in case the English side strikes a deal with the Portuguese. Otherwise, Conor can stay at Chelsea for another season. It is understood that the Blues' initial offer for Felix is worth 65 million euros. It seems that the story of Nico Williams' transfer to Barcelona can be put to rest. According to the source, in the near future, Williams intends to give more than just verbal confirmation of his desire to stick with Athletic Bilbao. The club is already working on a new long-term contract with its star, and Williams will likely sign it soon. Under the new agreement, Williams' release clause, which is currently worth 60 million euros, will be significantly increased. This step will make it impossible not only for Williams to leave this summer, but also for him to join the Catalans next year. Early on, it was revealed that the 22-year-old winger will wear the number 10 shirt in the upcoming season. Guys, we invite you to visit our Inside Football channel and watch the life of Barcelona and Spain star Fermin Lopez. Have a great time watching, and see you in a bit.